What is up, guys? Corn, Machomexican here, giving you a video between synergy of Vergil and Dante when it comes to combos and confirms. So before we start off, I just want to say sorry for the video quality. You know, I don't have a camcorder or a capture card, I should say, so I'm not able to record straight off the TV. So here we go. The reason I decided to make this video is because I see too many people who are playing Vergil Dante, whether it's a team like Vergil Dante Magneto, Vergil Dante, insert anchor character here, or even Zero May Cry, when the order is 0 Vergil Dante and 0 dies. People are not playing the Vergil Dante shell correctly, and people sometimes aren't even picking Jam Session, which is the assist you should probably be picking, I want to say 90% of the time, because of its versatility versus the other two assists that Dante has with Vergil. So I'm going to be going over basic confirms and combos that people are messing up and should be doing to help their game out. So one, I don't even see people comboing off of hard knockdown with Dante assist correctly, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So you guys do a basic combo into that. That's the very simple combo. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So the two main mistakes I see people doing this combo incorrectly is, one, they are not taking a step back after the hard knockdown, and two, they are not delaying the Dante assist after the high time. So I'm going to show you guys what happens when you don't take a step back. You see what happened there? Dante didn't even hit, because if you look at Dante's assist animation, he takes a lunge forward when he does Jam Session. So that's why you need to take a step back to compensate for that lunge forward. So now I'm going to show you guys what happens when you don't delay the assist. Oh, my bad. Oh, hold on, that was kind of weird. No, you can't get there in time. So you do need to delay the assist a little bit to make sure you can really get there in time. And this combo should work 100% of the time if you do it correctly, even in extreme hit stun scaling, because you are hitting Vergil as soon as Dante finishes the last hit of Jam Session. And you can do the same with Helmbreaker too, and you can actually sneak in an air heavy for extra damage if you want to do it with Helmbreaker. Because say you already used your ground bounce and you just want to go straight into super. So that is that. Now, with that being said, the fact that I said you can combo off of this 100% of the time means that you can use it in neutral game. So high time is an extremely big hitbox with extreme priority. So let's say you're rushing up, you can combo off of that. And even if they're in super jump state, let's make him super jump, rushing up, you can teleport up and get a combo off that way. So it's something I first saw Cloud805 do on stream one day, and you can use that in your neutral game actually, and it's quite effective. So let's go over some extensions with round trip, because people aren't doing enough of those. So let's go to the corner. Let's say I'm playing this team Vergil 0 Dante, because let's say Vergil gets snapped out. So let's do a basic combo, right? I do this, and then I go into Spiral Swords. But there is a way to make it easier. I mean, not easier, I should say. Get more damage that is also relatively easy. So the thing, and by the way, you don't have to take a step back when you're in the corner with Dante assist, because he has nowhere to lunge forward to. You know, just so you guys make sure you know that. You can extend the damage, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You guys see that? So what you do is at the top of Dante assist, you release, hold on, you have to super jump, that's my bad. S, light judgment cut into crouch heavy stinger, and then that. I'll show you guys again. So the trick to this is you're gonna want to hold you're gonna want to hold L after you throw the round trip for as long as possible. So that means you're gonna have to charge medium right after you do air S in order to do the light judgment cut. And this comes with buster switch practice, because you know I play Zero and Vergil on the same team, so I'm quite comfortable with buster switching. It's something I do all the time. And if you're not comfortable with that, you're gonna have to get comfortable with that, because it's just part of the game's mechanics, you know? If you're holding L, say you're holding L, you need to hold L, and you need to use L. I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? So you gotta get used to being able to switch busters like that, because some combos need it. Of course, I screwed up there. So yes, that is a corner extension that you can do. So now let's talk about wall bounce and ground bounce and all those types of extensions. So this was first introduced by Shady K right here. This little neat trick right here, and it's kind of useful. Let's say you're all the way in the corner, and you just want some extra damage. I mean, that's quite useful. That's about a lot. That's more for the meter gain anything than the damage, because let's say you really only have 0 meters and you need to go into spiral swords. I mean, that's a very useful combo right there. Now, to confirm off of that, to be able to do that combo, the trick 90% of the time when it comes to Vergil Dante round trip extensions is to call Dante slightly before you do your crouching heavy. It's not an always rule, but most of the time you want to call Dante slightly before you do crouching heavy. So as you can see on my inputs, I called the player 2 assist before I did my crouch heavy, and that's what connected. Sometimes it can work if you don't delay it. I'm going to show you guys what happens when you don't delay it. Hold on. You see, it can work sometimes. Even though it says I used player 2 assist before I did crouching heavy, I try to do it as close as possible. Let me try again. It can work, but sometimes it won't work. Another thing is Vergil cannot be too high, and when I say Vergil, I mean the opponent. They can't be too high. I'll show you guys what happens when they're too high. Well, yeah, I mean, you miss the combo if they're too high, first of all, but let me show you guys what happens. It's hard to show off of the wall bounce version, off of the teleport, because it's almost auto time for you, actually. So I'll be able to show you guys, and then the ground bounce variation. So off of a ground bounce, a lot of people know you can just do that and go into loops. Now this variation requires the round trip glitch. So if you don't know how to do the round trip glitch, it's quite easy. After you do a normal, during the hit stop animation, let go of buster and release buster, and you'll be able to use it again consecutively. So if you need more information, look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's a bunch of videos on how to do the round trip glitch. So after this, you know, hold on, I screwed up the round trip glitch there. You can get another version. Now the trick with the ground bounce version is that you want to call Dante and crouch heavy at the same time. So that is the one exception. And I'm going to show you guys what happens when you do it too high, because you can do it too high off of the ground bounce. Hold on, I screwed up there. Didn't get the round trip glitch. You see, a lot of these do take practice. You see how they popped out like that? That's if you hit them with the crouch heavy and they were too high. So you do have to level them out a little bit. And it's hard to judge sometimes, which is why it makes some of these combos a bit tricky, but still very doable. I screwed up there. So that is the ground bounce variation to do a double round trip extension. Now there is a wall bounce extension, and I will warn you, this is probably the hardest Vergil Dante variation, combination, whatever you want to call it, in the books. This is quite tricky as it requires a lot of timing. And yeah, that's really the only reason why it's tricky, because of the timing. So people obviously know that with certain characters, not all characters actually, but with certain characters you can do this. off of a wall bounce, you can throw the round trip and just combo right into spiral swords. And people do not always know that you can actually get a second one off of a wall bounce, as I'm going to attempt to show you because it is very tricky. Yeah, you see, it's tricky, but oh, hold on, whoops. The trick is, obviously, there's I'm going to show you guys the combo step by step. Unlike, this is the regular version. Hold on, oh, I screwed that up. This is the regular version. Wow. Okay, 1 second. You do crouch heavy and you go right into judgment cut. Well, with the double round trip variation, you do crouch heavy into air S. I mean, not air S, stand S, because you want to get them into the air quite high so that the judgment cut hits them high. You see, I just did it right there. But the trick between the crouch heavy and the S is that you want to delay that actually, because if you don't delay it, it can become hard to confirm off of. You see, the crouch heavy didn't connect because you want them to be really staggered when they get hit by judgment cut. Hold on, I screwed that up. You see that little staggering motion that they did at the top of the judgment cut? That's what you want. And it's very tricky. I don't want to say it's impractical, because if you do the timing right, you will get it. You will get the combo all the time. So it's not an inconsistency thing, it's just a timing thing. And it's tricky, but you guys saw me do it, so you guys can rewind the video if you guys want to see that. Probably one more, the last extension with Vergil and Dante is mid-screen. This only can work if you are very, very low hit stun scaling. Non-double trigger, I should say. Hold on, I screwed that up. And you crouch heavy into stinger. That works, and if you're in double trigger, it makes it much easier. The thing with double trigger is in the air, you do want to take a dash back. And then so on and so forth. Now also, the thing I see, like let's say you get a random hit with Dante. You call Dante. Your confirm should be dash, jump up, medium heavy S, because that way you get a ground bounce that can lead into some damage, like so, so on and so forth. So when it comes to combos and confirms, that's essentially what you should know with Vergil and Dante. You know, people think you can't really use them as a neutral assist, but you certainly can. Let's say you do stinger teleport. I mean, that is a 50-50 right there. And like I said, that should be your confirm. Reset, whatever you want to do. You know, you can go right into sword loops, you can do resets. So like I said, you can almost always maximize your damage with Dante assist, whether it's as a confirm, off of wall bounce and ground bounces to add an extra one of these for a lot of damage and a lot of meter gain. One more thing actually I forgot to add. Some characters, after a hard knockdown with Vergil and you go right into spiral swords, you can combo afterwards. Like I know with Plasma Beam, with even Spencer's up grapple actually, I think you can combo after it. A lot of projectile assists, they let you do that, but you can also do the same with Dante assist. So let me show you guys how to do that. Hold on. Like so. So let's say you run out of ground bounces and wall bounces. Let's say you're doing this combo. You could have extended that right there, but you decided not to because you don't know the extension. and then you can go right into that. And also one more thing, last thing probably I'm going to add is when you do Vergil Dante extensions with round trip, normally you do another crouching heavy, you know, after the judgment cut, like this. Right there, you add in that crouch heavy to space correctly for the loops, but you don't do that with Dante Assist. Because if you do, damn it, hold on. What's going to happen is swords are not going to connect. So that's probably the last thing I'm going to add. This has been a Vergil Dante combo confirm video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I definitely plan to be making more team synergy videos between all these characters, Zero, Vergil, and Dante. This is my main tournament team. So I do love this team, so I plan to be making more videos in the future. This is Corn Macho Mexican, and I'll see you guys later.